Planewide Disaster is a phenomenon. A phenomenon in Planechase has an ability that triggers when it is encountered by its reveal from the top of the planar deck. When you encounter Planewide Disaster, destroy all creatures. As this effect triggers upon its reveal and can't be stopped, in conjunction with the randomness and potentially infrequent revealing of this phenomenon, its inclusion into planar decks should be restricted. If I were playing Planechase Commander and I wanted to include Planewide Disaster in the planar deck, then I would construct an EDH deck in order to exploit this phenomenon's board wipe ability. A general that comes to mind is Kess, Dissident Mage, in a Grixis-themed Spellslinger build. If instants and sorceries are our path to victory, then we would suffer very little from triggering a random board wipe when Planewide Disaster is revealed. For more of a control shell, how about a classic Esper lockdown with Aloro Ageless Ascetic? Having access to another board wipe, particularly one that costs no mana and can impact the battlefield from the result of simply rolling the planar die, should be very alluring to a true fan of Esper. For a different vision, what about Atraxa, Praetor's Voice, and a Super Friends build? As protecting planeswalkers generally is difficult in the EDH format, having access to a potential board wipe in our planar deck is a welcomed motivator for trying to gain victory through our various planeswalkers. Lastly, if our love for creatures is too strong to ignore, then we can choose Avacyn, Angel of Hope as our general and watch our opponent's creatures hit the graveyard while ours remain. How this affects the relationships in our playgroup remains to be seen.